Hello there dishwashers and disappointments. Bon, dishwashers حرفيا بس كاين بزاف منكم يوصلوا المعنى ويسمعوا هذا البودكاست. Hi, special shout out to you girls or boys. I hope boys as well. I hope you had a wonderful day. كليتو مليح صحة فطوركم. Today كان عندي a very different podcast كنت حنببليه and then I was like I'm not gonna do that because عندي بزاف فايس نحب نهضر عليهم and as I usually do نروح لما Instagram stories ونبدأ نهضر. But I was like Rania, you're an adult now. We have moved on to bigger and better things. You have a podcast and so you should talk about it on your podcast and that's what I'm gonna fucking do. Anyway, so first of all العفسة اللي نحب نهضر عليها is the fact that I disabled the comments on my YouTube. وهاد العفسة راح ما كانتش تطبق على الفيديو تاع البارح راح تكون in all my videos. I'm gonna disable the comments. Why? Now, so أنا بديت on social media عندي like 2 years and to be honest everything happened spontaneously. شغل جامي جيت هكا أنا راح نبدأ on social media وهذا my plan وهذا كذا. Although I had people قالوا لي you know الناس اللي يعملوا social media like a product to sell, which I think is a good strategy ولا صح. That's what you want to be. بصح أنا جامي كنت حابة نكون هكذاك. جامي كنت حابة نتحط في فئة معينة. جامي كنت حابة نعمل my audience شغل like you know عندي a product to sell and I have to target a certain demographic. I don't think like this. And so everything happened spontaneously. Even عندي like people who follow me شغل جامي بعت لهم my content وقلت لهم partager or do that. I don't do that. شغل every person who followed me in a natural spontaneous way. جامي فرصي تعفسة. And I think that's why thank God عندي a very good community. It's small بصح يقولك صح في quantity not quality not quantity. And so جامي كان عندي problem تاع negative comments وهذه عفسة ديجا بزاف بدي يحيروا فيها. I literally rarely get negative comments, which is great. Now why I disable the comments? Because عادة الناس دي يديروها because they have a lot of hate or negative comments. This really goes back to two things. العفسة الأولى I was influenced by Joe Rogan because Joe Rogan ماشي he disables the comments. He said دايما يقول I never read comments. I stopped reading the comments, which I thought was really great because هاد العفسة I think is what lets Joe Rogan be so different and so special because ما راهوش دايما يسمع الناس وش هم يقولوا عليه. He's just himself. يروح يدير his podcast ويروح للدار. He doesn't give a fuck about the feedback. وهذه عفسة مليحة. I think that's what makes him special. And another thing was a conversation I had with my boyfriend هذاك النهار and he was really telling me بلي it's not مش انت يلي influencer, your audience are your influencers. Like بلا ما نفيق what happens is كين بوستي عفسة of a specific type كي يكون كاين a lot of feedback كي بزاف يبات تعجبهم subconsciously راح نصيب روحي ندير هذيك العفسة أكتر. شغل you really guide me كي ندير عفسة and كاين a lot of positive feedback راح نصيب روحي نديرها أكتر. Or subconsciously because I'm used to your good comments نولي دايما نحب نروح نقرأ your good comments and so نولي نجيب validation من هادوك good comments and so هاد لابس حدي لي pressure فراسي so ما راحش نكون subconsciously هادو العفايس قاعد يصراو بلا ما نفيقوا لهم ما راحش نكون على طبيعتي ما راحش نكون myself. And in fact I think a lot of you like me because I am myself. And so لو كان نقعد غير نسمع to good comments ولا whatever comments ما راحش نقدر صح نكون genuinely myself. And that's why I decided to disable the comments. بصح I'm still reachable on Instagram so اللي يحب يهضر معايا ولا يحب يقول عفسة you can still reach me on Instagram. But for YouTube, for my podcast in general, there are no comments وهذه هي. Yeah. So topic number 2 اللي كنت حابة نهضر عليه is الكاميرا كاشي اللي everybody is talking about. كاميرا كاشي تاع the guy اللي مازال ما شافهاش. There's how do I even explain the concept. ما كاين واحد السيد جابوه وقالوا له حاب تتزوج and then جابوا له مرأة as a cadeau and ديك المرأة was like لازم تزوجوا دوكا and شغل it was a very سيد يبان هادوك اللي يبدلي like يحشموا بزاف very naive. كاين بدأ يقول لك عنده mental problems and so شغل كان في situation اللي just very cringy. You feel like عم يحرشوا به. You feel like it's just it's disgusting to be honest. And هاد لابسة مورفينها من التلفزة الجزائرية but what I really want to say, I feel like عندي عفسة نقولها اللي ما سمعتهاش قالت بزاف, and that's really my point. So لو كان تقصي أي واحد في الإعلام الجزائري ولا TV or show business, علاش ما يديروش زعما برامج هادفة يطلعوا النيفو, يجيبوا عباد موهوبين مثقفين, يعالجوا مواضيع مهمة. I mean now everything in media في الجزائر بكل أنواعها, سواء راديو سواء TV, everything is based on your number of followers. Literally تروح تحط CV ديالك, I'm not saying I did it but I know people who did it, يقول لك صافا سيفي مليح بصح يخصك more followers. and so كاين sometimes يخلقوا beefs, يخلقوا مشاكل بين لي جورناليست ولا بين لي influencers باش يطلعوا their followers, and it's really weird يعني it's really unethical I think. مي هذا هو السيستم اللي يمشوا به. it's all about followers. علاش ما يخفاش عليكم انه التلفاز راه هو dying business. شغل who the fuck watches TV anymore? who the fuck watches TV? my own mother اللي نقولوا زعما جينيراسيون كبيره هي اللي مازال تشوف تلفزيون. my own mom تشعل تلفزيون's background noise. she's on YouTube ولا Facebook. so even old people ما يشوفوهاش. مازال غير هذيك العاده تاع العائلات تلم في رمضان وتشوف TV كيف so هاد الناس these media people عم يخدموا غير في رمضان. and so بطبيعة الحال راهم حابين يدخلوا الربح ويركزوا على وش يبيع, وش المارشي راهو يطلب. and malheureusement المارشي راهو يطلب الرداء. شو ما نكوفوش روحنا, let's try to have يقول لك a dinner table conversation. الشعب يحب الفضايح, يحب العنف, يحب التبهدايل, يحب these kind of things. والدليل انه كل عام تصرى كاميرا كاشي يصرى عليها بالبالة وعلاش وكيفاش, and this is unacceptable, والحرمة وكذا, بس everyone keeps watching it. سينو علاش every year they keep making it. لو كان شافوا العفسة مدخش دراهم كيما زعما bringing interesting content, يشوفوا باللي الناس ما يشوفوش هاد العفايس, so علاش they keep doing it. مي هاد اللي كاميرا كاشي يديروهم كل عام because they bring them money, people watch, and at the end هما محبين people watch because عشان يخدموا على الإعلام. it costs money باش تدير كاع هاد العفايس, to pay people, to get the camera, everything. it's the sponsors they pay. وكي sponsors يشوفوا بلي واحد ما يشوف التبهليل ما راحش يديروه ويحوسوا يديروا عفسة أحسن. يقول لك الناس واش محبين يشوفوا باش we get them to tune in باش حنا we can sell our products. that's really all. so هاد التبهليل لو كان ما كانش عنده جمهور, لو كان ما شافوش عنده جمهور because they have the ratings, ما راحش يديروه. so المسؤولية هنا تاع الصح it's really just capitalism. المسؤولية واللوم راهو علينا حنا كمتفرجين. if we didn't have any interest في هاد العفايس ما راحش يديروهم. so the constant interest is why this is happening. now the other topic that really concerns me, that I really want to talk about, is المنع, censorship. because بزاف عباد saying هاد الميسيون لازم تروح ولازم يسنسوريت ونحوها ونديروا لها هكذا. censorship كعفسة كمبدأ شغل it's really to be or not to be. يا تكون ضدها يا تكون معها. you cannot be ضدها ومعها depending on what you feel like. because حنا دايما عندنا طبيعتها ننجروا خلف مشاعرنا. because سيت صح شفناه غادنا كيفاش داروا له حقروه بهدلوه, so we get emotional and we say إما لازم واحد يتعاقب, لازم we have to censor it. بصح you can't just say that. if you're against censorship period. ما تقدرش you cherry pick. نعطي لك example تاع Papisha, the movie that came out. it was censored and I think the majority of you كانوا contre its censorship. why? because it's a movie. ما يهضر على الجزائر, وعلاش ما يتعرضش في الجزائر. والله يجي واحد يقول لك باسكو فيه نساء يشطحوا, باسكو فيه نساء يتكيفوا, باسكو فيه نساء كذا, وهاد العفسه فساد انحلال الاسلام, يجبد لك 100 excuse to censor it. انت هاد العفسه تجيك نورمال, بصح in this case يجيك censorship normal. no, you cannot cherry pick. you have to be against censorship consistently. أبا ولا صارت عفسة ضد القانون, وهاد العفسة وش داروها له ما راهيش ضد القانون. it's insensitive, it's inconsiderate, it's humiliating, it's disgusting. بصح هادو ما قاع هاد لي زادجيكتيف قاعد يقولون ما راهمش ضد القانون. so we have to cherish due process. لازم نتعلموا تكونوا عندنا مبادئ, ما نخموش ب our feelings. we have to respect the due process. so وشنو هي the due process هنا؟ وشنو هو الحل القانوني والعقلاني؟ كي تكون صريعة في هكا high profile case usually يكون كاين باسكو بزاف عباد ما يقولك نتبرعوا له نزوجوه نعطوا دراهم نديروا كذا no the good thing to do would be يجي an avocat a pro bono lawyer يطوع باسكو كي تكون a high profile case يجي دي فوا lawyer يخدمها راهي بيبليسيتي ليه هو باسكو it's a high profile case so يكون a pro bono lawyer يتكفل بالقضية. عندك 3 scenarios. هاد سيد ما سينياش كونترا باش تجوز هاد الكاميرا كاشي in that case هيكون كاين تعويض. second case هاد سيد سينيا كونترا مي as I said عبادة يقولوا عنده مشاكل عقلية and so in that case ما راهوش eligible باش يسيني هاد الكونترا and therefore عنده الحق التعويض. third scenario السيد هو في كامل قواه العقلية وسينيا كونترا وخلصوه in that case ما عنده ما يدير. هذا هو we have to take الحل القانوني والعقلاني sinon censorship I'm against it في كل الأحوال apart ولا كانت عفسة of course illegal in that case يقدروا يمنعوا كاع هاد ليميسيون بما أنهم راهم يجوزوا دي كاميرا كاشي without having the victim sign ولا خيروا victim اللي عقليا راهو غير qualified باش يسيني. And so that's all I have to say على the camera kashi dilemma. Number 3, the last topic I want to talk about is Kanye West. So زغرت ويا البنات Kanye West has become a billionaire. Kylie Jenner is shaken. Of course, there's a new billionaire in the family. So what do I want to say about it? Only يعرفني قاعد knows باللي I fucking worship Kanye West. I love him. I just love him. Obviously فرحت له. ربي يحفظه ربي يباركنا فيه خير الناس يستاهل. If there's anyone that deserves it, it's Kanye West. But the reason I bring this up is وشنو العبرة اللي نقدروا نستنتجوها من هذا الإنجاز العظيم. Because unlike a lot of people باش تعرف دي باسا ديدي دي باسا جاي-زي all the people who were usually richer than him. So Kanye على عكس الأغلبية اللي يديروا هذا الإنجاز at least people اللي من the category اللي كان فيها so rappers and people in his industry. So these people يختلفوا عليه بزاف. Kanye بغض النظر على موهبته because as a talent so as a rapper ولا as a producer ولا as a fashion designer clearly هاد العفسة ما يختلفوش عليها زوج باللي he's extremely talented. But the most important thing اللي يعجبني فيه and inspires me which is rare باش واحد inspires me as a عيبات في هوليوود هدوما they don't inspire me at all but Kanye truly inspires me. And why? Because ما سامع بحتى واحد literally ما سامع بحتى واحد يتحدى السائد واللي بانه مستحيل أو غير مقبول يشحن عليه. That's what I admire about him. شغل everything to him is a challenge وهاد العفسة من اللي بدأ every era ياخد a new challenge. So before Kanye West you should know rap can it was just gangster rap to be honest. Can drugs, money, violence, bitches, ass. That's what rap was about. Can we لا as a rapper ما تيراوش عليك at least once or twice ما عندكش ما يدعى street credibility. معناتها the streets لازم يرضاو عليك لازم العراية يرضاو عليك باش تكون a credible rapper. So واحد كيما جاي-زي كان يبيع كوكايين so عنده street cred. واحد كيما 50 cent تيراو عليه 9 shots so عنده street cred. The same goes for most rappers. قا كانوا عراية at one point or another and that's why عندهم credibility as a gangster as a rapper. Kanye West جامي كان هكا جامي عاش this gangster life جامي كان a gangster even though من Chicago which is a very dangerous place. I think كان واحد الوقت في حرب العراق ماتوا عباد في شيكاغو كتر من العراق and that's why they call it Chirac which is a combination of Chicago and Iraq. But anyway Kanye he completely defied all of that. كيبدا كان يلبس a fucking polo shirt. So all rappers كانوا يلبسوا لبس عريضة baggy shirts. He used to wear a polo shirt and a polo shirt is what like rich white kids wear. It's not something you expect a rapper to wear. So كان يلبس polo shirts. كان يهضر على face very different. I mean if you listen to like All Falls Down and like his older music of course يهضر على bitches and money but he really broke the stereotype away from gangster rap with the same topics اللي كانوا يتعاودوا. And he even said once, my house is too nice to play rap music in. ما يسمعش rap في دارو because he thought rap was something too dirty, too cheap. And that was another challenge of his, which is كيفاش he portrays rap as something expensive, something artistic, because rappers can عندهم this reputation of being, as I said, عرايا, people who don't know art, يعرفوا غير يطيحوا, يعرفوا غير يديروا عفايس, inappropriate. And so he wanted to make sure that, hey, rappers actually know art, ويعرفوا fashion, ويعرفوا, you know, real artists, paintings. And that's why داروا the song in Paris, because what is Paris? I mean, Paris is like the epitome of artsiness and you know, haute couture and just things that are very classy and superior. And by saying that he made it to Paris, معناتها this is rap now, this is something that's luxurious, ما راهوش something cheap كيما كان بكري. And that was clearly one of his challenges. And if you don't know, كي كانوا Jay-Z and Kanye كي كانوا يروحوا Paris, I think راحوا خطال Paris on the tour, غنوها 22 خطرة الغنية. Like they, every time they finish it, يقولوا لهم encore, and they would keep repeating it. And that really establishes لابسة اللي كان يحب يديرها, which is make rap something ماشي dirty, but something that everyone around the world, بغض النظر على their culture, think that it's something artistic. Even كي تشوف his album covers, his attention to details, in Runaway, جاب ballet dancers. They did not exist in rap before him, and his challenge, his personal challenge, can يتحدى the stereotypes. Also for the era تاع Watch the Throne, he had this thing when كان يلبس a kilt في I think in Irish ولا Scottish. Wait, let me fact check. أنا نسحق Jimmy. I need a Jimmy in my life to fact check for me. Kilt is either Scottish or Irish. It's Scottish. So رجال في Scotland يلبسوا دي جوب قصار. And it's not شغل female, it's not feminine يعني. الرجال هادوما Scottish يجكوبي, like they're super manly. ما يلبسوا هادوما لي جوب كيما حنايا مسلمس يلبسوا قميص. شغل واحد اللي ما يعرفش قميص يشوفوا يقول أوروبا هدايا. But in fact it's a kilt is a جوب اللي يلبسوها رجال. So he told this story كان مع the artistic director of Givenchy. I think هذه خرطها, to be honest, but it just sounds too good to be true. So he was with the artistic director of Givenchy, كانوا في the Louvre. ومن بعد قال له, I think his name is Riccardo Tisci or something. He was like, I'm gonna make you a leather kilt وراح تلبسها and you're a fucking rapper. Like it's so out of the box. And he did. ومات كي كان راح يغني في شيكاغو, people were like, وشنو جينا هنا لابس جوبا, like are you fucking insane? قالوا له جينا تلبس your kilt, we're gonna shoot you. And he was like, guess what, راح لشيكاغو ولبس his kilt. And that's a boss move. شغل he really challenged another stereotype, which is that the rap industry is homophobic and is very sensitive لعفايس اللي يكونوا feminine. And again, that was another challenge he did. Now the last challenge, or the biggest one, كان دعمه لترامب. Now to be fair, أنا ما نحبش ليزارتيست كي يدخلوا روحهم في البوليتيك, especially في الغرب, because حنا ما عندناش عباد أصلا يهضروا البوليتيك. So even though كي يجي an artist, it's fine, باسكو ماذا بينا the more people talk about politics. مي هما عندهم بزاف عباد يهضروا على السياسة, عباد قراو على السياسة, who are more qualified. So for me فنانين, ديجا الفنانين طبيعتهم جايين عباد بزاف حساسين, they're very emotional. So كي يهضروا على السياسة, it's hard for them باش يكونوا عقلانيين, and that's why they always take a leftist stand of point, because everything for them مبني على الأحاسيس. And so I don't like when they talk about politics. مي نعطي Kanye West the exception, because هو لابس يجي يقولها contre كاع وش يقولوا. Everyone in Hollywood hates Trump, and so his position is the only different position, and so نعطي له شغل هكذا, نعطي له a pass. But honestly, he did the thing اللي everyone شغل خط أحمر هاد لابسة. This is the worst, and everyone كانوا يضحكوا عليه. They were saying he's cancelled. They were saying باللي عنده he's mentally ill, which is funny because the leftists usually يهضروا على mental illness. They defend mental ill people and then كانوا يضحكوا عليه because he's mentally ill. Anyway, everyone fought him. ديجا روحوا دوكا if you write Kanye West billionaire قاعد the headlines اللي حتصيبوهم. In the headline أحسبوا بلي كانيي هو اللي بعت الفوربس his receipts in the title. وعلاش? because they want to make him seem as like واحد حاسب روحه as an egomaniac, which is like قاعد يستعور egomaniacs. علاش هو specifically? Maybe because he's the only one honest about it. Maybe you can even see now as they report على النجاح ديالو مازالهم يكسروا فيه or portray him in a bad way, because I mean clearly هو اللي يبعت receipts ديالو للمagazine. Like that seems like the logical thing to happen. Anyway, so now he's a billionaire. وشنو العبرة؟ كي حكيت لكم هذا قاع مش حكيت لكم هذا قاع as fucking Kanye West trivia. All of these things are عفايس نقدروا نتعلموا منهم, even though okay هو راه في العالم الأول, so things are easier for him. شغل for me if you live زعما في أمريكا عول برك. العباد اللي فاشلين or just عباد ما عولوش. You have the opportunity to do what you want. Just عول, be strong enough, work hard. Of course talent is important. وهذه يعطيها لك ربي ما يعطيها لكش, but at least if you want it bad enough you can make it. but العبرة is ماشي الجميع يقدروا يكونوا كاني, هذه for sure. ماشي قاع ربي عطانا his talent, ماشي قاع ربي شو خلقنا كامل super smart, ماشي قاع العباد that exceptional. كل واحد كيفاش داير, قاع الناس متفاوتين القدرات. but the most important thing is العالم ديالنا يحتاج إلى عباد كيما كانيز, people who are out of the ordinary, people اللي يطبعوا الحدود, they push the limits and they challenge العفايس اللي سائدين في المجتمع ديالنا. Every society needs this. قد ما يكون society مليح ومتفوق يسحق people who push buttons, who push limits, and that's what Kanye has always done. And sometimes الناس يقولوا لك باللي أنت تستخايل, أنت مهبول. This is what they told him. They told him this is insane, you're cancelled, you're crazy. And next man اللي موراها his album was #1. So people will always tell you بلي أنت ما تقدرش. And the most important thing is ما تسمع لهمش. And I'm not saying اجياه وتبهلل ودير لي فراسك وتمرد. No, لازم تكون عندك خطة, لازم تكون عبالك تعرف وش راك حاب دير. You have to know what you want from life. بصح the most important thing is keeping your authenticity. And that's why I disabled the comments, because ما كانش عفسة as important as being you and doing you. And having said that, مبروك على كانيي العقوبة لينا. And that's the podcast for today, guys. I hope you liked it. It's short. ما راح نولي ندير هكا sometimes. Just little comments on what I think and what's going on. I hope you like it. If you do, make sure to tell me on Instagram, because that's the only way you can bitch. Anyway, thank you guys. صحة وسحوركم. And I'll see you tomorrow for another podcast. And love you. Bye.